Well, hi, it's a Tuesday. It's Tuesdays with Terri, and today we're going to talk about this: speaking, presenting, conversations, whether you're giving a toast at a wedding or if you're in church, reading a passage, if you're talking to a committee. Every time we're in conversation, we're literally presenting. And it's unfortunate that most people think that speaking is right up there with death, divorce, and moving. But speaking in front of a group can be more comfortable, and you can be more attractive and engaging when you know what to do and what not to do. So in my presentation skill program, which I call presenting like a rock star, one of the things that we find, especially with people in media, is what's distracting. And there's a number of things that fracture the connection and make you less appealing, less engaging, less attractive, let's just put it that way, to somebody in conversation. And the rules change because right now, as you've been following Tuesdays, we talk about the problem we have with attention. People are fragmented, it's fragile, and it's fleeting. So according to what we learned at Metasystems, how do we stay with an engagement level that makes sense, that it's valuable, it's relevant, and it's engaging. We want to talk to that person. We want to have that conversation. And when you look at some of the dynamics with our younger generation not really knowing how to do that, it's incumbent upon us to help others help connect. And so in today's first tip I'm going to give you is, what are your goals? If you just want to give a better presentation at that class reunion, that's one thing. But what about just having to present to a committee or your team? What are you doing that engages them and makes them feel better? And the first thing you want to talk about is your voice. And some of us have an issue with a voice, some of us don't. But at the end of the day, when you hear yourself, and I know you're probably rolling your eyes going, oh, I hate hearing myself. It doesn't sound the same to the people on this side as it does in there. So when you're presenting, let's talk about it. What's in it for you? You might just want higher engagement. You might want to have more confidence from the platform. If you're presenting as in your business as a trial lawyer or as the leader of a company, what can you do that makes it more engaging? And the first thing we always want to talk about is how you present. What's the energy? How do you connect with them eye to eye or eye to camera in this case? What words are you using? What's the tonality that you're using? And again, what are the 3 points? Patricia Frick does a tremendous job on setting up a keynote with what's the premise, what's the expansion of those ideas, and then what's the close. Even if it's a meeting, you've got all 3. Even if it's something that you're reading, it starts and ends with you, because at the end of the day, this information, this data, this conversation is flowing through you and your values. So I would say for presentation skills, take a picture of yourself, record yourself, and then report, go to Terri at terrimurphy.com, go to the Women's Wisdom Network, and list a couple of things on Facebook, the Women's Wisdom Network Facebook community, on where you could use some help with presentation skills. Remember, we want to present like a rock star because you are the star in your galaxy. You're the only one that can share what you think, feel, and say in a way that works for you. So let's polish it up. Let's make it a little more fun, a little more engaging, and a little bit more irresistible. I'm Terri Murphy. Live life by design, not by default. Join us on the Women's Wisdom Network Facebook community, and we'll post this, and we'll post what you got in your mind. Where can we help you? Thanks for joining us. See you next Tuesday.